Okay, I'll go ahead and call the regular meeting for January 27th, 2026 to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our mission statement is Learning for Life. Vision statement, Southgate Community Schools, the best choice for students and parents. With that, I will entertain a motion on the agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mr. Sage. Any discussion on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have an agenda. First presentation is Board Recognition Month presentation.
Yes, this is a favorite meeting of every year. We invite a school to come and talk about the magnificent work that our board does, and I do mean amazing. We are blessed in Southgate to have such a conscientious, thoughtful, creative, and inspirational and motivating Board of Education. And they continue to push our programming and push our infrastructure to be the very best it can be for students, and we see the outcomes. And we're excited today to introduce to you our Davidson Middle Academy, who are here to talk a little bit to you about how their year has gone and the credit that they'd like to give.
Having us. I'm Jessica Garcia, the principal of Davidson Middle Academy. I have a little bit of a presentation, really quick, I promise. We could do that first, and then our student leaders, who we all want to hear from, will follow my suit.
And we'll get you a mic.
Great. Thanks, Sean. Well, the city of Southgate would not let me put off fireworks here in the meeting today, but if we could, we would. I am relatively new to the district, and DMA is in its first year. However, I have been so impressed with the support, the student-centered leading that our board has with care, compassion, and collaboration. It took so much work to get DMA up and running. And I think I was in a meeting with some of you where you said, who would you consider your team? And I said, the entire city of Southgate, because it really did take all of us working together collaboratively to get Southgate or get DMA to where it is today. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of your ongoing support. We know that you're doing the heavy lifts behind the scene each and every day, and you're all here because you love kids. And you don't always get to see the fruits of your labor. So we really wanted to share some of our celebrations with you. I'll talk about a few overviews that we're really proud of. And then our star leaders would like to share with you what they're proud of this year. And we have a little gift for you all as well that they created. One of our fan favorites for students this year is our design class. Design is a required class within the middle years program. It's hands-on, engineering-based, where students are really moving through a design cycle of making creations of their own based on the middle years program design. The designs don't always go as planned, and that's okay because the process is what's really important for their learning. Up here you have some students pictured building some bridges. Some were successful, some were not. And the fan favorite design challenge for this year so far was designing a package for students to ship one potato chip from Jackson to Southgate to me. So I arrived to school one day with a huge pile of different packages, and the kids had so much fun unveiling whose chips made it and whose did not. So it's been a lot of fun for the kids. And you'll get a treat from our design class shortly. Our Spanish immersion has been very successful. We really focus on the teachers speaking 80 to 90% in Spanish all classroom long. And students are coming in at many different levels, which is okay. There's a lot of visuals that are used. There's a lot of storytelling. There's a lot of movement within the classroom. And students really love having Spanish as a required class for all of our kiddos. One of our main points of pride is really having hands-on learning in all of our classes. So some of our highlights that are up here, our students built model cells to really understand how cells work. Students used gummy bears to understand structures of governments and build their own structures of gummy bear governments. Our science lab has been very busy. They've done labs for gas and solids and cells and bacteria. They've also created their own periodic table to understand some of those things that we might have thought were boring. They had to understand why the periodic table exists. It's for classifying things, and you can see the periodic table of chocolate displayed up above. And even in math, they're doing some hands-on experimentation where our math teacher was looking at ratios, and it was a lesson of ratios where they were doing a lab looking at how diluting different dye in water and how they could create different ratios and predict different ratios with that lab. So it's not just in science, it's not just in design. We're trying to make sure that the kids are having fun and doing the work every day in all of their classes. As we started DMA, one thing that was really important to us was making sure that there was a space for service learning. It's a requirement for the middle years program and IB, and our students have embraced it. We've had one day a month that's dedicated to service. We started out this year with some plant care and beautification. We also are still in the process of creating that beautiful mural down in the left-hand corner where all students and even some parents were able to participate in, as well as our teachers and community members. Maybe some of you could stop by and finish up the painting this spring. That would be wonderful. And then as we grew into our community service this year, we asked our students and empowered our students as to what they would like to give back to the community. And the things that they chose to do in December were to make cards for the Children's Hospital at the holidays and to make blankets for our own animal shelter. So you can see some of the work that they did here. We're very proud of them. We're very proud of all the hard work that they're doing. We're so grateful for all of your support and all of the growth it's producing within our community. So thank you so, so much. Our next community project is actually tomorrow, where over half of our students will be going with me to North Point Elementary, where we'll be spending some time supporting our elementary teachers in the classroom. So we continue to try to build connections within the district and community and let students have a voice with that. And that being said, I would like to hand it over to our students who would love to read a little bit to you about why they love and support and are very grateful to all of your work and what they like about DMA. And then at the end, we have some things that our students made in their design class to give you.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Griffin, and I am in the 6th grade at Davidson Middle Academy. Thanks for having us tonight. I'm grateful to be here and to thank you all for your hard work. I'm grateful because the Board of Education because they support our education and make Southgate Community School District a better place for all of us. One thing I really like about Davidson Middle Academy is how nice the teachers and staff are. Once again, thank you for your hard work.
Thank you.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Shaden, and I am in 6th grade at DMA. Thank you for having us tonight. I am happy to be here to thank you for all of your hard work and explain how your work has helped me grow at DMA. I love DMA because it is a school where all staff respect students. One of the most rewarding experiences I've had at DMA is doing community service because I am able to socialize with my friends and other students. I am grateful to the school board because they helped DMA become a great school and helped support and take care of all common needs for the school. Looking ahead, I am excited about IB learning because in the future, we can learn more by traveling to different places like Spain and interact with other Spanish speakers based on what we've been learning. Thank you.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Mario, and I'm in 6th grade at Davidson Middle Academy. Thank you for having us tonight. I'm grateful to be here to thank you for all of your work and explain how your work has helped me grow at Davidson Middle Academy. I love DMA for many reasons, one being the fun and educational learning, another being the kindness of staff, teachers, and students spreading through our school. For example, teachers ensuring every student gets the education they need. It's also great when we learn new things like grammar and ELA, yourselves, and weather and science. It's also great to get a rewarding learning experience like an 8 out of 8 on an essay. Without our amazing teachers to teach us, this most likely wouldn't happen. But thanks to the school board, we have these teachers to teach us. Another thanks is for giving us the ability to have a great education and a safe place. Looking ahead, I'm excited about IB learning for everyone because IB ensures students can learn at their own pace in a way they can understand and use it when necessary. IB also provides a safe learning environment where it's okay to be wrong and make mistakes. To sum up, DMA is a great school with an awesome school board here to help.
Good evening. My name is Emmeline, and I am in 7th grade at Davidson Middle Academy. Thank you so much for having us tonight. I'm excited to be here to thank you all for all of your hard work and explain how your work has helped me grow at Davidson Middle Academy. Davidson Middle Academy has really changed my life for the better, and I wanted to share with everyone why DMA is so special. One great thing about DMA is the group of students that go here. Every student here is so kind and considerate of others, and they are all super smart. The teachers at DMA are also some of the best teachers I've ever had. They genuinely understand the topics they teach and enjoy teaching the topic and make sure to prepare students for big tests and assignments. They genuinely care about the well-being of their students and care about the students' opinions and thoughts. I really appreciate all of my teachers and appreciate how well they treat me and my classmates. One of the most rewarding learning experiences I have here at DMA is all the summatives I've had here. They make them so interesting and make them more than multiple choice questions on a paper. The teachers here give students the ability to be super creative with their summative work and sometimes even let them use different mediums to work with. I love how much effort teachers put into making sure their curriculum isn't boring for students and how much thought they put in their summative assessments. I am super grateful to the school board because it helps to make our school and community a better place. And it helps to give us amazing school events too. I really appreciate them for that and thank them for being so amazing and kind. Looking into the future, I'm excited about IB learning because the IB Learner Program gives an IB diploma and gives a better chance at getting into any of my dream colleges. The learning paths are also really interesting, even if they can be difficult or different or more difficult than what I'm used to. Overall, DMA is a super awesome school with super awesome teachers and students, and I'm so glad that I get to be a part of the DMA community and represent them in such a good way.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Amaya Harden, and I'm in 7th grade at Davidson Middle Academy. Thank you for having us tonight. I'm very grateful to be here and to thank you for all your work and explain how your work has helped me grow at Davidson Middle Academy. I love Davidson Middle Academy because the school gives me so many great learning opportunities, and there is such a great community here. The teachers are very caring and considerate, and the kids are very respectful and nice. One of the most rewarding learning experiences I've had at DMA is the summative assessments about analyzing an advertisement and what techniques they used. This assignment has helped me get practice on describing the deeper level about different topics, and recently has helped me describe things better in worksheet answers or class discussions. I am grateful to the school board because since the school has opened up, I have had much better social skills, get opportunities to do better after school activities I enjoy, and has made my knowledge 10 times better than the year before, and I'm hoping it'll grow more in the upcoming years. Looking ahead, I am excited about the IB learning because this year I have learned so much and I'm very excited to learn more. The IB program makes things a lot more interesting. For me, the IB MYP has let me think and learn in a new, more effective way. I'm very glad I chose this school, and I am very grateful to the school board and what they do.
Our last two students are the authors, the artists behind the gift that we're giving you this evening. So in their design class, they each created a design of a keychain with the heart and BOA in it for you. So I'll let them, Jeremiah will talk about what he appreciates and how he designed this. And I'll hand out a few of these, and then Adriel will do the same, and I'll hand out his. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
Hello, school board. My name is Jeremiah, and I'm from 7th grade from DMA. I'm grateful for the school board because they gave me good and helpful teachers. When I made my keychain, I had to go through the design process. First in the design process is planning. And so I planned, and then I made and tested the keychain. After I made improvements, and then lastly I constructed the final project. This relates to the design because I used the design process, one of the most rewarding experience I have at the DMA. At DMA is to have other students that I can ask for help if I need it. I'm excited about the IB learning because we learn a lot in one lesson. Thank you, school board, for letting DMA be a school today.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Adriel, and I am in 7th grade at Davidson Middle Academy. Thank you for having us tonight. I'm grateful to be here to thank you for all of your work and explain how your work has helped me grow here at Davidson Middle Academy. I am grateful for the school board because they support every student, staff, and teacher and improve the path to a successful school year. As a sign of thanks, I created this keychain as a gift for you. I started the creation by planning how and what it would look like. Then I went through the actual creation of the keychain. Finally, I evaluated how good the keychain was and how I could improve. One of the most rewarding learning experiences I have at DMA is seeing how the effort I put into my work paid off. I saw every challenge as an opportunity to try again. Looking ahead, I am excited about IB learning because when I practice each IB skill, It helps me understand and apply the skills I have already known and learned. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us tonight. I'm so proud of everything that these students and our entire community is accomplishing, and I'm so excited for what's to hold in our future with your support. So thank you for everything you do for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Garcia, can I have all of our students come up here and stand in front of the board?
Awesome.
I want to make sure we can see board members too. So yes, spread out. Let's turn this off.
Do you need to turn the light on?
Yeah, let's work with Stan.
Push it again.
We can stand. Yeah, that works.
Stand.
Sure. Yeah, since everybody, this is. All right.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, yeah. We'll take like a 5-minute break. That's okay.
Send it to the school, give it to the board so they can send it to the school.
That's really nice.
Maybe a board, you're throwing money around.
Yeah.
And it'll mean a lot to the parents too. Like,
Thank you guys.
recognize that.
Chills. Oh my God.
That's one of you first came.
Sounds like someone's a little sick.
Someone's trying to contain.
Day off on Friday might help. We got an
You can
email.
tell I'm not calling snow days for me.
We got an email from our superintendent saying we're already out of our days, so suck it up. You're going all week. Doesn't matter. The weather here is the same weather that we actually went to school with. So,
Interesting.
but he's trying to get the state to grant a waiver for 3 days.
Yeah.
It needs to be because the state, they won't let you go online. No.
All right, we'll go ahead and pick back up. Everybody's good?
Yep.
Next item on the agenda is public comment. Any member of the public can address the board for up to 3 minutes. If you filled out a form, you can pass that forward. If not, just come up to the podium and give us your name and your address. Anybody who needs to speak tonight.
Hi, my name is Laura Nowakowski. I live in Southgate. I lived in Southgate my whole life. I attended Southgate schools my whole life, and now my children attend Southgate schools. And I never really had an issue until recently. I worked as a bus driver for a couple of years before switching to a special education parapro within the district. I love my job, and I've been lucky enough to be placed with some amazing children. On January 14th, I was pulled away from my student and asked to go on leave until further notice because of a pending investigation. This was the only information I was given until I was called in for a meeting with my union representation, the principal, and the superintendent. After the meeting, I was told, because this is my third disciplinary meeting that I could either resign or take a 2 days unpaid suspension with a voluntary layoff until they found a suitable reassignment for me. And if I agreed to that reassignment, that I would have to have a written letter, a written resignation letter on file for my last chance reassignment. And then I was told that I would have 2 days to make my decision. Within those 2 days, I heard back from my union rep, and they said that because they didn't hear anything before the 2 days, even though I was given 2 days, that I was already placed on my 2 days suspension without pay. And so I said, okay, that's fine. So I wrote to the superintendent and I asked if I could accept the 2 days unpaid but stay with the student I was with. And I was told because of the situation, I wasn't allowed to be with my student anymore, and that she would provide me with a letter of layoff. The letter that she provided me with is worded like I'm some sort of child predator, and I asked her to rewrite it. She did agree to rewrite it, but it still doesn't outline the person that I am, and I don't feel like I've been treated fairly and being taken away from my student. Her parents like me. I didn't do anything. None of the write-ups have anything to do with any of the students I was with or taking care of. So I'm just simply here to ask if I can have my job back with my student, because it's the middle of the year and it's not fair for her to have to be put with somebody she's not comfortable with. And if that's not an option, then I will accept the layoff terms, but I would like these letters to be out of my file, because the letters don't represent me at all as a person, and I don't feel like it's fair. I asked to file a grievance with the union, and they said because I initiated a layoff that I wasn't allowed to file a grievance. So that's why I'm here to talk to you guys. And I don't know if you guys are interested in.
I'm sorry, I do need you to wrap it up. It's 3 minutes, and that 3 minutes is expired, so. I
Okay.
need you to I'll let you finish your last thought. But
Okay.
Wrap it up.
I just want to reiterate what was in this last letter. It said that I was being on unpaid suspension because of inappropriate interactions with students. And the way that is worded is just beyond wrong and disrespectful and not correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak tonight? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public comment. And takes us to the next item on the agenda, which is the consent agenda. It consists of January 13, 2026 regular board meeting minutes and an HR update. I'll entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
A motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support. Support of Mr. Green. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that's approved. Brings us to the action agenda. Action item number 1 is approval of the 2026 Allen Turf Practice Field renovation project. And Mr. Hardy on this one?
Good evening. Gary Kent with Plant Moran Rail Point, along with Mr. Hardy from Southgate Community Schools. This award recommendation package includes a recommendation letter, the budget summary, the proposal summary, and then a proposal from water management specialists. This is a mutual effort on behalf of Plant Moran Rail Point, the Southgate Community School District, the Collaborative, who is the architect of record for the project, and the PEA Group, who is the civil engineer for the project. The selection process included us issuing construction documents on December 23rd, 2025. The district also posted an advertisement for bid in the local newspaper, along with the State of Michigan website. On January 20th, we received sealed bid proposals, and they were publicly opened and reviewed to ensure that the required scope was met. Post-bid interviews were conducted with 3 of the firms that submitted proposals. along with reference checks and evaluation from the project team. Upon completion of the review, the project team is recommending Water Management Specialists, Inc., pending final terms reviewed by the district's legal counsel, for a total fixed fee of $1,922,307.96, along with a contingency amount of $170,000 for a total project award amount of $2,092,307.96. The scope of services for this project include synthetic turf field behind the Allen Playground, just adjacent to the Southgate Anderson baseball field, as well as some turf around the shot put and discus area. It also includes fencing, some electrical miscellaneous work, some new concrete, a new band tower, and then miscellaneous associated work with required for renovating the field. I believe that the turf was brought to the board previously. That was purchased through a consortium, so this is pretty much just all the site work and preparation to get the field ready to accept the turf, which would be laid down by Shaw Sports Specialties. On the following page, you'll see a budget summary of what was budgeted for this scope of work for the practice field. We had a budget of $1,990,000. The actual cost that was submitted by Water Management Specialists was $1,922,308, which was a variance of $67,692 lower than what, $67,692 lower than what we had budgeted. The contingency amount is $1,288 lower than what we had budgeted, and the total project cost is $68,980 lower than what was budgeted. The third document includes a proposal summary from the 4 firms that submitted. You can see on the left, Water Management Specialist is highlighted in green, along with their unit rates down at the bottom, should we discover that more materials are required once they start digging into the field and find out that the soils are loose or whatever it might be. So we did get those unit rates ahead of time should a change order occur. You will see that they were not the low. Mr. Hardy evaluated the references that were provided by each firm, and based on that evaluation, is recommending Water Management Specialists. Then the last document is the proposal itself. Anything I missed, Jason?
Questions?
Have we ever worked before with water management specialists?
They have done some work in Southgate previously, and I've also had worked with them in another district as well.
One of the things we did ask them to provide, it's a great question, because personally I've never worked with them either. We did get references. We reached out to different landscape architects that have done field projects in other districts. The last page of the award recommendation does include their references. They've done work at Wall Lake Northern, Kalamazoo Central, Jackson College, U of M, Alvin Field and Redford PS Turf Field, and DeWitt High School.
I called 3 of the references on those page and heard back from all 3, and it was a good reference or recommendation for this group as well.
Now, do we have a warranty like we did with the other, for the scope of work and then after?
Yes, the warranties, there's going to be different warranties on the project. We have a warranty on the turf itself, which is through Shaw Sports Turf. That'll be going on top of this field. There'll be a warranty on the band tower that's from the manufacturer. There'll be warranty on workmanship for the concrete and the stone and the base for the turf field. Shaw will sign off on everything below the turf before installing the turf to ensure that it's level, it's draining right before the turfs get put on. There's also going to be warranty on some of the uprights and the soccer stuff that's also coming with the turf field. So there'll be different warranties on each of the pieces for this.
There's various warranties throughout the whole project. We did meet with the district's legal counsel, and they reviewed the standard warranty items and actually increased some of it, whether it be warranty or materials workmanship. So district's legal counsel has reviewed it and actually increased the standard warranty to better protect the district.
That's good, thank you.
As far as the fencing, is it going to tie into what we currently have out there, or is it a different type of fence, or what do we have?
The fencing, we're not going to go with the ornamental fence. We're going to go with the like the chain link in this project. It will tie into like the baseball, softball color, the black fence and the silver poles. So not the ornamental as you see around the stadium, but the stuff around baseball and softball. So it will tie in.
Which one did you guys not talk to of the 4
Simone.
Simone. Yeah, they didn't really bid on it. So.
No, they just provided a lump sum.
Right.
And didn't break it out, so they were the highest of the four.
Okay.
Very good. Wow.
Again, as Gary said, that water management wasn't the lowest, but I checked, followed up on references, the lowest, and they did not come back good references. So water management is the second bid, and they had glowing references from people that have worked with them before.
Any other questions for staff? Thank you very much. I'll bring the discussion back to the table, entertain a motion on action item number 1.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2026 Allen Turf Practice Field renovations not to exceed $2,092,307.96.
Motion by Dr. Pomponio, is there support? Support by Mr. Green. Any discussion on the item? Just want to clarify, this is the full field, right?
Yes.
That's full, okay. All right. Any discussion? Sorry. All right, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion's approved. Action item number 2 is approval of the Anderson carpet in rooms 19, 36, and 54.
Yes. So I'm bringing in front of the board, 1-for-1 carpet replacement at Anderson High School, rooms 19, 36, and 54. These 3 areas have dated carpeting that need to be replaced. It's past its lifespan. This will complete all the carpet replacement at Anderson. These are the last 3 classrooms. These rooms will also be painted, and walls will be repaired as needed in each of these spaces. So this is to install the Shaw carpet tile, remove the existing carpet and base, and replace with the new Shaw carpet tile and a 4-inch burnt umber base. We received 2 quotes: SCI flooring, floor covering ink, and Cones commercial flooring. And that's our recommendation to board. Approve SCI floor covering to demo and install the new carpet and base at Anderson. I'm asking for a $2,000 contingency for additional prep as needed underneath the floor when they remove the carpeting. So asking for the amount of $16,843.50. If the carpet comes in time, I'd like to, upon approval, of course, I'd like to try to get this work done over spring break and get it done before the summer workload begins.
Any questions for staff? Looks like you covered it. All right, we'll bring the discussion back to the table, entertain a motion on action item number 2.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Anderson carpet, rooms 19, 36, and 54, not to exceed $16,843.50.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support. Support by Mr. Sage. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion's approved. Action item number 3, approval of the new purchase of a maintenance truck.
Yes, very excited about this one. Our current fleet of vehicles is aging. In 2024 school year, we spent $18,785.68 on vehicle repairs throughout the fleet to keep these vehicles running. Currently, our fleet contains 2 vehicles from 2006, 5 from 2012, 2 from 2023, and then the last purchase, a dump truck of 2024. So we're looking to replace the 2006 E350 box truck with the plow truck. The box truck no longer has a functional tailgate, and I did receive a quote for the tailgate repair of the vehicle, and that quote is attached. It's for $12,295 just for the repair. So rather than spending the $12,295, we received 3 quotes for vehicles. One from Brandeis Ford, 2026 Ford F-250 4x4 regular cab pickup truck, spring and bed liner. Warranty on the vehicle is a 3-year bumper to bumper, $36,000, 5-year, $60,000 powertrain, 5-year, $60,000 roadside assist. Plow warranty is 2-year defects in material and workmanship, 1 year for service parts and components. And then also We're gonna put a salter in the back of the truck. It's a Salty Dog salter, and that has a 2-year warranty that I didn't list here, but it's a 2-year warranty. That was option number 1. Option 2 was from Gorno Ford, and similar vehicle, but this is a super cab vehicle. And then option 3 was a 2026 Ford F-250 4x4 regular cab. So with all these 3 options, we're asking for approval on option number 1 from Brandeis Ford with the plow and the salter for purchase for the amount of $68,411.70. And I attached the quote. This is also government pricing. So these both Brandeis and Gorno Ford gave us government pricing. So we're saving some money there. I've attached the Western, the warranty, and I've attached a quote for the Salty Dog spreader as well as the quote to repair the box truck. That's $12,295 for the board to take a look at.
Any questions for staff?
Yes.
Brandeis Ford, that's the one in Toledo?
Yes.
Okay.
And we purchased a dump truck from them, and they were great service. We purchased trucks from both Gorno and Brandeis. So the dump truck came from Brandeis.
Okay.
So.
Can you please share with the board what will happen to the box truck?
Yes, the 2006 E350 box truck will be put up on the CIS auction site to properly dispose of the vehicle. So we're not keeping that around and putting extra money into that. We're going to retire the vehicle and try to get a couple dollars out of it.
I assume you'll get more use out of a plow truck with a salt spreader than you will a box truck. Is that the?
Yes, currently we have 2 other box trucks in the fleet, so this will give us an extra plow truck, so that we can put another guy in a plow truck for weather like we had yesterday.
Sorry, any questions for staff? Okay. Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 3.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the new purchase of the maintenance truck not to exceed $68,411.70.
Okay, motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support by Ms. Angel. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved. Action item number 4 is approval of the policy package 26-1.
Yes. The district has had the opportunity to receive several doses of Narcan for our schools from Wayne Risa. These doses require policy support. Our policy firm has recommended the attached language to add to our policies and administrative guidelines. This follows our normal progression of evaluation of a policy. It did go to the policy committee. Last meeting, we had our first read, and this is now before you for approval. And I received no questions, so I think we are good as is.
Okay. Any questions for staff on this? We already had it presented, but. Okay. Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 4.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the policy package 26-1 as presented.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support. Supported by Ms. Angel. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion's approved. And the last item on the agenda is closed session for attorney-client privilege. I'll entertain a motion for that.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to enter into closed session under Section 8(1)(c) of the Open Meetings Act, attorney-client privilege.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support by Mr. Green. This is a roll call, so we'll have to do a roll call vote. Ms. Angel? Yes. And I vote yes. Mr. Freitas?
Yes.
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Koopser is not here. Dr. Pomponio?
Yes.
Mr. Sage?
Yes.
Okay, we are in closed session. We will not be back for the public. That will, we'll end the meeting from there. So Thank you very much.